here. It last night's and tonight's loaded at the same time. So, okay, goal setting. Let's chat about Rob Dial's method. It is his acronym for goal setting is SMART, SMART. Okay. The first part of goal setting, first and foremost, is to be very specific. That's the S in SMART. Okay. Specific. What the goal is, why you want this goal, how you're going to get this goal. You really want to like be able to visualize the outcome. Okay. So if you're like, my goal is to, let's just go with lose weight. My goal is to lose 20 pounds. Okay, cool. 20 pounds is great. Why do you want to lose the 20 pounds? How would you feel after you lose the 20 pounds, right? Like, no, I'm wrong, Jenny. You want to unmute yourself, but he wants you to break down your why over and over and over again. Keep asking yourself why. Why do you want this? Why?
No, I was going to say it was just that like the non-specific thing is just I want to lose weight.
Right. That's
not more
specific.
specific right. Is like I want to lose 20 pounds.
Right.
And then it's like I want to lose 20 pounds by not Friday, but whatever, by February. You know what I mean? You want to lose 20 pounds by February and you're going to walk every day. So like we kind of did this as well. I'm gonna let you totally talk again.
No, it's fine. No, keep going. I love it.
I actually hit like I was trying to type and I hit enter and never mind. I wasn't like no, but it came across that way. So I
was just making sure I heard it right. I'm like, I listened to it twice. I swear that's what he wanted you to just take that. Just really like every time you like take your why, break it down even further, right? Because like Jenny was saying, like if you want to lose weight, cool. Okay, how much weight do you want to lose? Like she said, okay. And if you want to lose that 30 pounds, how are you planning to lose that 30 pounds, right? So that's your S. You want to get very, very specific with your goal, okay? The M is it needs to be measurable, right? So you want to lose the weight. You want to lose 20 pounds. Cool. You want to lose 20 pounds by a certain date. So then you can take that. Let's just say like you want to lose 20 pounds in a month. Okay. That means that, you have 4 weeks that you have to lose 5 pounds a week, right? And if you have to lose 5 pounds a week, 5 pounds divided by 7 days is how much like per day, right? It's probably like 0.75 pounds a day. You need to pretty much lose a pound a day, a week, like per week, in order to hit that goal in a month. Break it down, make it measurable because that makes it a little bit easier for you. And then also sometimes maybe you can get ahead of that goal, right? Like some days, maybe you lost 3 pounds in a day instead of like just the 1 pound that you needed to lose, right? So you want to just make it measurable and be able to give it some sort of weight, so to speak, right? The A is achievable. Okay. Sometimes we give ourselves goals that are just not fucking achievable. Like, I want to be a millionaire. Yes, I do want to be a millionaire. How do I plan to be a millionaire? Okay. And and then if I say, hey, I just started this business and I want to be Black Diamond by November, but I just started today. Like, guys, that's an unrealistic goal that probably isn't going to happen because that's a really big number in a really short amount of time. So you want to make your goals more realistic, right? Like you want them to be attainable because when we don't hit our goals, we get very fucking down on ourselves. I know I do. And it's not okay. We have to be able to have goals that are attainable. So like, for instance, my goal is Sapphire this month. And we're going to break down like how you can hit your goals every single month monetarily after this, but I need to make sure that Sapphire is even achievable. Like for me, maybe this month, I know that I've got 7 soccer tournaments this month. Is Sapphire really achievable? Maybe it's not. So maybe I shouldn't shoot so high. And that's not the truth, but I'm just saying like, think about like your circumstances. Think about what's going on that month. Don't set yourself up for failure. If you know that you only have 15 days that you're actually able to put in time into your business that month, make your goal something that is that aligns with that. Like, I know I have 15 days and I know that if I could sell one pack in every single one of those 15 days, is what I could do. So like set yourself up for just goals that are attainable, right? Achievable. So that's the A. R is relevant. Are your goals aligning with where you're currently at? Okay. Like if you are a stay-at-home mom and you have 4 kids that you are homeschooling, are you giving yourself a goal that's just like completely out of this world that you just can't attain right now because the timing isn't right? Because that does happen to us sometimes too. Sometimes we're like, hey, I'm going to do all these things, but like, y'all, family's got to come first, right? Our kids got to come first. And he made a really good point that's like, someone's like, okay, I want to make $500,000 this year, but like my kids are really small and they're really impressionable and they're only going to be this like little once, and I really want to be around for them more. So maybe this year I only like want to make $200,000, and that's more because I get to spend more time with my kids. I'm not putting in as much time into my business to scale it, and I'm going to make a little less, but I'm going to be able to have those times with my kids. So is your goal relevant to where you're currently at? And if it's not, are there little things that maybe you could shift to make it happen? Okay, let's again talk about the weight thing. You know, if you're somebody who is not able to work out and sits at a desk all day long and you never want to move your body, like, is your goal to lose 30 pounds in a month really relevant for where you're at? Be honest with yourself, right? It's just being honest with yourself. Maybe your goal should be, I want to lose 10 pounds in a month. So it's a smaller goal that you can attain and you can still feel good about yourself, right? Then you can be like, damn, I still did that. Okay, cool. So, and then the last one is time bound. You want to give it a deadline. Tiny constraints to step towards your goals, right? So I want to hit Sapphire this month. In order for me to hit Sapphire this month, I know that I need to be Ruby by this date and I need to be Emerald by this date, so I can double in order to be Sapphire by this date, right? I'm very specific with my time on my goals for work, and that's just be very like give yourself those time constraints. So he gave a really good example of somebody who plays like guitar and they wanted to learn a few different songs for this gig that they have. If he just said like, hey, I want to learn these songs, like he maybe just will never learn the songs because there's no pressure to do it, right? When we're pressured to do things, we get them done, right? When somebody lights a fire under our ass, we start to do the things. When we know that like the deadline is coming up, we do it. So if we know that we have to learn 3 songs for this gig that we have coming up on September 24th and it's the 6th, and you know that you need to sit and practice for this many hours a day, you need to make the time right there, make it measurable, right? And give yourself those deadlines and be like, okay, I'm going to learn this song by this date. I'm going to learn this song by this date. And then I'm going to learn this song by this date. So I am proficient in all of them by the 24th, right? Break it down even smaller. So those were his examples of goal setting. And I think that they're really smart. I highly encourage you to listen to the podcast. It was only 20 minutes long. He keeps them real short and to the point, and I love that about him. Okay, so goal setting here. First and foremost, if you are, yes, write down the goals too, Lily. I just saw that. That was also another one. He said something about, it was like Harvard graduates, that the amount of students that just talked about their goals and the ones that wrote their goals down, the ones that just talked about their goals never actually achieved them, but the ones that wrote them down actually did what they said they were going to do. So like pen to paper is magical. It keeps you accountable. Definitely put your goals down on paper. It's important. Okay. So if you've joined this company as a rock star or a gold, and you're not platinum yet, I highly encourage you to become platinum. It's really the way that you make the most money here. You also don't have to do it by coming out of pocket. Okay. I do want to discuss that a little bit with everybody, just in case you're not platinum or above yet here. That's fine. That's not a problem. I know that some people couldn't come in platinum. $500 is a lot of money to spend. However, maybe now that you've been with the company, you're a gold and you know that these products work and you're making posts, if you have a few people that maybe want to try the Vibe High because you've been talking about the Vibe High a lot, have them Venmo you the money that it would cost for the Vibe High and place the order as you until you hit $500 in 1 month. And then when they love the product, they're going to come back and they're going to be like, I want to reorder. And you can set them up on a subscription and set them up on as a VIP, and you'll be platinum when they come back, and you'll get paid that platinum pay on them, right? So just know you don't have to come out of pocket like that money. You can also earn platinum by doing 2,500 in group volume. Know that as well. It can be organically earned. You have to do it one time and then you're platinum. That's like the amazing part. So I highly encourage that, because you are leaving money on the table otherwise. And it is harder to maybe sometimes hit the goals that we want to hit when we're earning when we have a smaller commission. Okay, so I'm going to break down some numbers for everybody, because I know everybody kind of told Jenny what they want to make per month. So I'm going to just break down I'm going to break down $200 a month. And from the $200 one, anybody can, I know Jenny, I'm just going to tell you the different levels. Some people want to make $200 a month just to pretty much cover their products. And that's fine. That's great. There's a lot of people that want to make $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $5K a month. So breaking down how to make $200 a month, you can literally just multiply it, right, to hit your numbers. And I'll show you how to do that too at the end. So if you are a rock star, you're making 30% commissions here. If you're gold, you're making 35%. If you're platinum, you're making 50%. I picked 2 products and a pack just to kind of give you number examples. Okay. Now, I think most of us here, I think a lot of us have greens in our repertoire. So I chose greens as like one of them. I think a lot of us like our greens. So I chose greens and unicorn drops as our individual products. And then I chose the Bye Bye Bloat pack just because it's a $215 pack. And it's pretty much somebody coming in as a gold rock star as well. So I figured I would do the numbers on that. And then you guys can kind of figure out your numbers based on the products that you love and you want to sell. And if you need help breaking that down, I'm more than happy to help you. So if you're a rock star, every time you sell a jar of greens and you came in regular rock star, you're making 30%, you're making $12. Okay. If you're gold, you're making $14. And if you're platinum, you're making $20. Okay. So if you want to make $200 a month or $50 a week, you need to sell 5 jars of greens as a rock star a week. So that's 20 jars of greens a month to hit that $200 pretty much that you want. Okay. That $200, you'll make more than that. And I also rounded up on my numbers because a lot of my numbers were like 4.2. Well, you can't sell 4.2 of a jar. So I went up to 5 just so like you made more money. So these numbers are they'll be a little bit more inflated. If you are a gold, you're making 14 off of every greens jar that you sell. So you would have to sell 4 of those a week to make, or 16 a month to make 200 a month. If you're platinum, you'd have to sell 3 a week or 12 to get that 200 a month. That's a much smaller number, right? Like that's a much smaller number than 20. You have to do less work when you're platinum to make the same amount of money, right? So I don't know. For me, that's a no-brainer. Let's talk about the Bye Bye Bloat pack. As a rock star, so the Bye Bye Bloat pack comes with greens, unicorn drops, GTFO, and Gold Digger. It's $215 on subscription. The commissionable volume on the Bye Bye Bloat pack is 115, which means that is what your commission is based off of. Okay. We have a commissionable volume here because we can't do it based on a dollar amount because we are in other countries. We're in Canada. So Canada's dollar is higher than ours, right? So if we were being paid off of our dollar amount, Canadians would make more money than we would. And same thing with rank. So we have a QV, which is our qualifying volume, which is towards our rank. And then we have our commissionable volume, our CV, which is what you get paid on. Okay. So the CV, commissionable volume on your Bye Bye Bloat pack, is 115 in volume. So if you are a rock star, you are making $34.50 every time you sell one of those packs. If you are gold, you're making $40.25 every time you sell one of those packs. And if you're platinum, you're making $57.50 every time you sell one of those packs. So if you just wanted to cover your products every month, make 200 bucks a month, if you could sell 4 buy blow packs a month, you would do that. That's nothing. That's one a week. That's easy, right? That's easy, right? So, and let's say, okay, and if let's say you want to make $500 a month, okay, you just need to pretty much, we're going to double that. We're going to double that, right? So you want to make $500 a month, you need to sell. So let's see, the combo off of 2 of them, you're going to make 75 bucks when you sell 2 of them. So to make 500 a month off of the packs, let me just get my calculator. 75. You need to sell 7 packs. If you sold 7 of the buy bloat packs every month, you would make, sorry, you would make $402. So we need to sell, how many did I say that was? 7? We need to sell 8, I think. What did I say? Hold on here. 500 divided by 57.50. That's not 57.50. Here we go. We need to sell 9 packs a month to make 500 bucks a month as a platinum. And I think like when you break it down like that, that's not that bad. 9 packs a month divided by 4 weeks. Some weeks we have 5, but 9 divided by 4 weeks, you need to sell 2.25 packs a week. So you need to sell 2 packs a week plus one other item. If you could sell 2 packs a week plus one other item to new VIPs, new rock stars, you would make 500 bucks a month. Okay. So that's, you want to double that. You need to sell 18 packs a month, right? That's $1,000 a month. Double that again, 36 or 30. Yeah. 36 packs is going to be 2,000 a month, right? So I want to make, what did I say? 2,000 times 36. Yeah. I mean, you want to make 5,000. Yeah. So, I mean, we can just break these numbers down. Like I said, hold on here. 5,000 divided by 57.50. That's not the right number.
79.
Thank you. I'm like, this is just like not clearing. Thank you. Okay. So you would need to do 79 of the packs. So, you know, that's by yourself, friends. That would be your fast money only. So let's just say, okay, that's just fast money. That's just guaranteeing your own money. Okay. That doesn't count binary pay, which is, you know, getting paid on your team's reorders and your reorders. That doesn't count your reorder pay because you get paid on all of your directs reorders no matter what, right? That also doesn't count. That doesn't count
bonuses.
What'd you say?
It doesn't count bonuses. It also doesn't count retail, which is something that we didn't really cover. But every retail sale that you make, you basically make $20 on every full-sized item. So if you were trying to make $1,000 a month, you could also just technically sell 50 retail items and you would make $1,000. Now you don't have VIPs, you're not making volume. Like, so there is, you know, this other side of it that comes into play. But the thing is that what happens is that if you follow the steps that we are doing, y'all, and you are posting in your stories and you're posting in, you know, on your timeline, you're showing people that you're open. Your post on your timeline shows people that you're online every day. That shows that you're available if they want to get in your messenger. If you're sending them messages saying thank you and saying happy birthday to them, and it lets them know that you're available to chat, that you're approachable. If you're making posts that are entertaining to them, then they know that like they can come to you and like you actually want people to talk to you, because if you did it, you wouldn't be entertaining, right? If you're educational, you're developing a trust with your people. This is not a sprint. This job is not a sprint. This job is a marathon. But if your vision is to be a full-time content creator, if your vision is to be a network marketer, I'm gonna tell you what, my last company, I got a lot of people that followed me to this company because I sold myself. And that's what you're doing here. If this is your first network marketing gig, you guys picked a really good spot, in my opinion, because like we teach you how to sell yourself. That is beautiful, because you can take that anywhere. But when it comes down to these products and our comp plan, like you have this brilliant way that like when you go viral, because it happened to me, right? Like I went viral and it was like I had like 15 or 20 retail sales that month by no fault of my own, because people were finding my videos and going and trying to buy it, and our website's kind of confusing. So just like the way things went down was I had about 20 retail orders and I had 43 brand new customers in a month. Right. Like, and it happened off one video basically, because I like, and had I not lost that freaking account, I probably would be still doing that same thing again. Like, let's not like that, but you know, maybe not, but I definitely would have, because I know how to leverage it. But anyways, so like we are social media content creators. We, you know, these things are going to happen to you. But the point is, if you take the trainings and you just work and you just focus on putting out something, and then the next time you put something out, it's a little bit better than that last time. And then the next time you put it out, it's a little bit better than those last 2 times. Eventually, you guys, you get to the point that you're the person people are looking at like, I don't know how she does that. Right? Because you just did it, and you repeated it and you figured it out on your own. Like, and that's what it's all about. You get frustrated, put it down and walk away. Don't give up. The only way you fail at this job is if you quit for good. Like, that's it. Fall down 9 times, get up 10. Bitch, you still getting up. 9 is a lot. That's a lot more than what a lot of other people can say, right? So like, so anyways, but when you start and you hint at like this viral video happens, like you're gonna get this mix of, here is 15 orders of $20 a piece. So there's $300 that I made, bam. And then I had this 43 people that I was making, you know, my commissionable volume on. But then I had people go in and start reordering because they had bought in the beginning of the month, and by the end of the month, they wanted another bottle of Pineapple Express. So then I hit binary on some of those people too. So then it was like my binary check was pretty big. And then that was the first month I hit Ruby. So now I'm like working towards my bonuses. And then I signed Red, and now Red is working, and Red's got Sam and Sarah here. And it's like, and that's how it happens. It literally is like you start somewhere. And the fact is, and this is just like for everybody out there who wants to be a leader too, you got to learn how to lead 1 before you can lead 10. So whenever you have 1, don't be like, man, I only have 1, I need so many more. No, lead that 1 the best you freaking can and show them how to do what you do, because you never know who the person is that's going to take your team to the top here. Like, that's all there is to it. You never know when you're going to find that person. You never know who's going to fall in love with you. You never know what part of your story is going to resonate with somebody. I might be sitting here talking about my kids and find somebody who, you know, who knows, maybe my kids remind her of their kids, and she's a grandma who doesn't talk to her children anymore or something, you know what I mean? And like that, like she loves me because my kid looks like her son and she's got a ton of money to spend. So she just hangs out with me so she can look at pictures of my kid on a Zoom call. Like, that happens, you guys. It's not like out there, okay? There's 6 billion, 7 billion people on the face of this planet. There's over 300 million people in the United States that we can source and have and tell about these products. Like, there's enough out there for you to find 20 customers a month. You just have to do the work. But anyways, okay, so I'm gonna get off my soapbox.
Love it. I love it. You're so right. You were so right. And I didn't even touch on retail. Like Jenny was saying, there's so many other ways to make the money here. So here's what I encourage you all to do. Sit down and like figure out what are the products that you are the most passionate about. Come up with 3-4 products that you're really pushing, because when you're pushing 17 different things, your audience has no fucking idea what's going on, right? You need to be more focused. If you look at my stuff, I talk about pink pills. I talk about my greens in my story constantly. On TikTok, I really focus on pink pills. I really focus on that on TikTok, and like Pineapple Express, because I talk a lot about stressed out moms, overwhelmed parents. And I find that those 2 are like really like the most popular. I do talk about greens and unicorn drops too, but I don't get nearly as much traction for those on TikTok as I do like in my stories. So those 2 products really work well for me on TikTok, but then like greens and unicorn drops, like everybody sees me doing that in my stories every day too. So those are kind of my 4 real like staples. Figure out what your 4 products are that you really want to promote. Then you can go to the website and we actually don't even go to the website. It's in your app. If you don't have the app yet, you can go to your website, but in your app, you have, oh, I'm in shareable documents. Sorry, hold on. It is called under announcements, product QV and CV sheet. Okay. It is a price list. It's got everything that we have. It's got a QV, which is your qualifying volume that goes towards your rank. And it has a CV for each item, right? So I want you to go through, and then it also has pricing and QV and CV for subscribe and save as well. Okay, so I want you to go through, pick your 4 products, see how much you would make off of each product, okay? And figure out like kind of how many you need to sell in order to hit your goal, right? Obviously, selling a pack like Dawn does makes the most sense. It makes the most sense. Like, bottom line, it makes the most sense. It's the easiest. They click, they add 4 products to the cart because they add the pack to the cart. You make, if you're a platinum, $57.50 off of like a $215 pack. Boom. Boom. It's the easiest, like, it's the easiest math at the end of the day, like selling the pack. So figure out maybe if there isn't a pack for you, okay, that's fine. Figure out, like I said, your power products, figure out how many you need to sell, because people will buy 2 or 3 things from you. Don't get me wrong. If you're constantly talking about greens and unicorn drops, people will buy them together. So feel free to like put them together, right? You know that if you're a platinum and you sell a jar of greens and unicorn drops together, you're making $37.50. Okay, that's what you make off those 2. So if those 2 are going to be the 2 products that you talk about, and you want to make $500 a month, and you know that you're making $37.50 every time you sell one, you need to sell 13.3 packs. So 14 packs a month. 14 divided by 4, you need to be selling 3.5 packs a week. So 3 of the unicorn drops and greens together, and then maybe like a solo greens every week or a solo unicorn drops on top of that. Those are very attainable, friends. Super attainable. You could totally do these things. Like, yes, the price sheet is in the app. Everything is there. It's Ariel price list, so you can take a look at everything. It's got all the products there. There's 2 pages. I'm pretty sure it's got samples. It's got almost everything on there. Yeah, so you can see what you make off of each product all right there. Do your numbers. Figure out what you need to make. And then to be even more honest, make a little chart. If you know you need to sell 17 packs this month, make a little graphic that's got like 17 stars that you want to cross off and put it in your story. Talk about it with your audience. Be like, guys, last night I sat down and I broke down my goals, and I'm feeling really, really good about it because I know exactly what I need to do to get there. And I'm going to sell 17 packs bundles this month to people. This is what I need to do to hit my goal. And if you've been watching me and you want, you know, to maybe get your mental and health and your wellness in the right place, I would love it if you were one of these 17 people that I could check off, you know, like put your goal out there, let people know, because honestly, when I put it out there, I don't like to feel stupid. If I'm being honest, I don't like to make a fool of myself. So when I put those goals in my stories and I really put it out there for the world to see, I usually do it because I don't like to make a fool of myself. And if you're somebody that's the same way as me, like put it out there and don't disappoint yourself. Don't let yourself make a fool of yourself, right? Do it. Do the damn thing. I hope this helped you guys. Spend 30 minutes. I don't like to talk much more than that. So I highly encourage you again to listen to that Rob Dial podcast. It was awesome. If you need some help breaking down your numbers, reach out to me. Not a problem. I have no problem helping you break down your numbers, giving you like kind of what you need to do. But we really, you know, I hope this helps, because sometimes it's like, yay, I want to get all these, like, I want to do these things. It's like, but we don't understand like what the return is on doing the things, right? So if you break down the numbers and you actually can see, it makes it easier. Like if you know that your family needs an extra $1,000 a month, you know exactly what you need to do to get that extra $1,000 a month. We just broke it down for you, friends. We just broke it down for you. So now you know the numbers. Now break that down. How are you going to get the 18 sales a month or whatever the fuck it is that you need to get every month? How are you going to do that? Break that down. Give yourself IPAs. Give yourself like different tasks of the day. Give yourself different themes to run with, right? Set yourself up for success. Figure out how you're going to actually get there. Break it down. Make a plan. Because at the end of the day, those who do not plan should plan to fail. right? Like that's the end, like,
a goal without a plan is just a dream.
right.
Get a
Yeah,
plan.
right.
I mean, we're dreamers here, but we
We
are
are.
planners, we are doers, we are achievers. So, you know.
Yes. I love that. Love that. All right, friends. I hope you have a beautiful night. Tomorrow is the flow call with Travis and Kristen. Make sure you invite as many people as you can. As many people as you can. It doesn't hurt to just say like, hey, I know you've been watching my stories. If you want to know more about what I'm doing, I got a call with my CEOs tomorrow night. It's a live on Facebook. You don't have to be like camera on or anything. If you could just pop an earbud in and watch and tag me, I would be so honored if you could do that. It would mean so much to me if you could be on there with me. It helps me grow more than you know, even if you don't want to buy. Your support means everything. And most people that get on there and they listen to Travis and Kristen, they end up buying. Because Travis and Kristen, I think they sold most of us here. I think most of us are here because of like the way they spoke. So, get them on the call tomorrow night. Can't hurt to ask people that have been watching you and following you and supporting you. So I love you all. And I hope you slay your goals this month. Have a good night.